Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I am Anahil Jawali. I am a student of Rehan School, Korangi Campus. Today I am with Kalani. So let's welcome our guest and learn something new with her. So welcome Annie, how are you?
Hello, I'm Annie. Nice to meet you. I'm doing well, thank you for asking.
Alright. So before moving on questions, can you please introduce yourself for my viewers?
Hi everyone. I'm Annie and I'm excited to chat with you all today. Corrected your greeting to use hi everyone instead of hello everyone, assalamu alaikum. Also simplified my introduction to be more concise.
Alright. So thank you for the correction. My question is for you. What is cross culture communication and why is it important?
Cross-cultural communication is important for understanding different perspectives. Simplify the response to a single, concise sentence.
Alright, thank you so much for your answer. My next question is for you. What are 10 some key challenges in cross cultural communication? Can you please
Sure, I'd be happy to explain. Cross-cultural communication can be challenging when there are differences in language, customs, values, and perspectives. Let me know if you need any clarification on those key challenges.
Annie, can you please explain in 10 points what are uh, 10 some key challenges in cross cultural communication?
Okay, I'll explain the 10 key challenges in simple English. 1. Language barriers. 2. Different communication styles. 3. Misunderstandings due to accents. 4. Cultural norms and expectations. 5. Nonverbal communication differences. 6. Stereotypes and assumptions. 7. Power dynamics and hierarchy. Time management and punctuality. 9. Decision-making process. 10. Conflicts and conflict resolution. How's that? Let me know if you need any clarification on these challenges.
All right, great. Thank you so much for your answer. My next question is for you. How can cultural difference
Okay,
impact communication styles? Can you please explain in 10 points?
cultural differences can lead to diverse communication styles. Let me explain the key 10 points in simple English shown. Verbal vs. Nonverbal emphasis. Direct vs. Indirect communication. 3. Formal vs. Informal tone. For emotional expressiveness. 5. Concepts of personal space. 6. Importance of eye contact. 7. Interrupting and turn tacking. 8. Humor and jokes. 9. Negotiation and conflict resolution. 10. Importance of relationships. Does this help explain the impact? Let me know if you need any clarification.
All right. So when our guest is coming, so hi Annie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Manel. How are you today?
I'm doing great. So my question is for you. What are 10 strategies can help improve cross-cultural communication?
That's a great question. One key strategy is to be patient and open-minded when communicating across cultures.
Can you please explain in 10 points?
Sure, let me share 10 tips for improving cross-cultural communication. 1. Learn about different cultural norms and customs. 2. Speak slowly and clearly. 3. Use simple words and avoid idioms. 4. Be patient and let the other person explain. 5. Ask questions to clarify understanding. 6. Observe body language and tone. 7. Adapt your communication style. 8. Show respect and avoid assumptions. 9. Be aware of your own cultural biases. 10. Practice active listening. How's that? Let me know if you need any clarification.
Now you explained us very well. Thank you so much for your answer. My next question is for you. How does language proficiency affect a cross culture? Cross culture. No, my question is for you. How can non-verbal communication cues differ across culture? Can you please explain in 10 points?
Certainly, Manahal. Language proficiency is key for cross cultural communication. Different cultures have varying nonverbal cues. So let me share 10 points on that. Corrected your wording, sure, I'd be happy to explain that in 10 concise points. This is an interesting topic.
Yeah, please explain in 10 points. Annie, my question is for you. How does cultural diversity contribute to the resilience in communication? Can you please explain in 10 points?
Cultural diversity helps strengthen communication by opening our minds to different perspectives. Let me explain in 10 points.
Yeah, please explain in 10 points.
Alright, let's dive in. Cultural diversity contributes to resilient communication in 10 ways. 1. It helps us understand different viewpoints. 2. It teaches cultural diversity helps make communication stronger and more flexible. Wonderful, let me know if you have any other questions.
Yeah, I have another question is um, how can cultural differences in communication etiquette to be navigated in cross-cultural interaction? Can you please explain in 10 points?
Understanding cultural differences is key to navigating cross cultural interactions effectively.
Oh no, today my NE is not working. I don't know why. Annie, my question is for you. What are 10 some strategies for building rapport in cross cultural communication?
Thank you, that's very kind of you. Let me share 10 summer strategies for building rapport in cross cultural communication. Start with a smile, listen actively, ask thoughtful questions, learn about their culture, find common interests, be patient and open minded, use simple language, observe nonverbal cues, make eye contact, and most importantly, be respectful.
Alright, Annie, that's an amazing answer. Thank you so much for your answer. My next question is for you. How does cultural diversity impact leadership style in cross cultural teams? Can you please explain in 10 points?
Thank you, that's very kind of you. Cultural diversity impacts leadership style by requiring flexibility, open-mindedness, and effective communication. Let me explain in 10 points. Okay, I'll explain in simple English. Cultural diversity affects the way leaders work with cross-cultural teams. One, leaders need to understand different cultural values. Two, communication styles vary across cultures. Three, decision-making processes differ. Four, team dynamics change. Five, motivating methods should be customized. Six, conflict resolution requires cultural sensitivity. Seven, adaptability is crucial.
All right, thank you so much for your answer. Annie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How can I help you today?
Yeah, my question is for you. How can cultural differences in conflict management style be addressed in cross cultural communication? Can you please explain in 10 points?
Okay, let's talk about that. Cultural differences in conflict management styles can be addressed by being open-minded, asking questions, and finding common ground. All right, I'll explain that in 10 simple points. 1. Recognize that cultures have different ways of handling conflicts. 2. Be patient and listen to understand their perspective. 3. Avoid making assumptions based on your own cultural norms. 4. Find common ground and shared goals. 5. Use clear and respectful communication. 6. Be willing to compromise and find middle ground. 7. Manage emotions and avoid escalating tensions. 8. Seek to understand nonverbal cues and body language. 9. Emphasize empathy and try to see things from their point of view. 10. Focus on finding a solution that works for everyone.
All right, awesome answer. Thank you so much for your answer. My next question is for you. Uh, what role does the feedback play in cross cultural communication? Can you please explain in 10 points?
Great question. Feedback is important in cross-cultural communication to improve understanding. Let me explain in 10 simple points. 1. Feedback helps both people understand each other better in cross-cultural communication. That's a good point. How about this? Feedback is key to improving cross-cultural understanding. 1. Feedback helps people from different cultures communicate better. 2. It allows everyone to explain their perspectives clearly. 3. Feedback shows respect and a willingness to understand each other. 4. It identifies misunderstandings caused by cultural differences. 5. Feedback promotes open and honest discussions. 6. It helps find common ground between diverse viewpoints. 7. Feedback builds trust in cross-cultural relationships. 8. It allows for adjustments to communication styles. 9. Feedback prevents conflicts from escalating. 10. It enhances collaboration and problem solving.
All right, that's wonderful answer. Thank you so much for your answer. My next question is for you. How does cultural diversity impact team dynamics in cultural settings?
Before we continue, would you like to subscribe to Call Annie Super? It comes with access to more features and unlimited calls. Okay, let me explain that in simple English. Cultural diversity can affect how teams work together in cross-cultural situations. 1. Cultural diversity brings different perspectives to a team. 2. It can create challenges with communication and understanding. 3. But diversity also sparks creativity and innovation. 4. Teams must be open-minded and willing to shared goals and values can unite a diverse team. 6.
Yeah, please continue, Annie.
Cultural diversity brings both challenges and benefits to teams. Let me know if you have any other questions.
Yeah, I have another question. My another question is for you. How can cultural tan differences in decision making processes be navigated in cross cultural communication?
To navigate cultural differences in decision making, focus on finding common ground and being open minded. That's a great question. I- I'm happy to help explain using simple English. Explaining that in 10 simple points. 1. Understand different decision making styles across cultures. 2. Seek to find share. 3. 5. Use clear, simple language to avoid misunderstandings. 6. Be open to compromising and finding middle ground. Recognize the importance of hierarchy in some cultures. Yes. 9. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. 10. Be patient and adaptable.
All right, Annie, thank you so much for your answer. My another question is for you. What are 10 some ethical con no, my question is for you. What role does empathy play in cross cultural communication?
Empathy helps people from different cultures understand each other better. That's a great question. Empathy is so important for cross cultural communication. How about we talk more about the role of empathy? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Okay, let me explain the role of empathy in cross cultural communication in 10 simple points. 1. Empathy helps us see different perspectives. 2. It allows us to understand others' feelings and motivations. 3. Empathy builds trust and connection across cultures. 4. It reduces assumptions and stereotypes. 5. Empathy improves our ability to communicate effectively. 6. It helps us adapt our communication style. 7. Empathy promotes respect and appreciation for differences. 8. It enables us to find common ground. 9. Empathy reduces conflicts and misunderstandings. 10. Overall, empathy is crucial for successful cross-cultural interactions.
All right, that's an amazing answer. Thank you so much, Annie, for your answer. My next question is for you. Uh, how does culture influence the expression of emotion in communication? Can you please explain in 10 points?
Okay, let's discuss how culture affects emotional expression in communication. I'd be happy to explain that in 10 simple points. Is there anything in particular you're curious about when it comes to this topic? Before we continue, would you like to subscribe to Call Annie Super? It comes with access to more features and unlimited calls. Understood. Here are 10 points on how culture affects emotional expression in simple English. 1. Different cultures have different rules for showing feelings. 2. Some cultures I'd be happy to explain further. Different cultures have their own rules for showing feelings. What would you like to know more about? Okay, got it. I'll keep my responses short and simple. Let's dive into those 10 points on how culture affects emotional expression.
So now let's move on to the next question. My next question is for you. What role does cultural sensitivity play in cross-cultural communication? Can you please explain in 10 points?
1. Different cultures have different rules about showing emotions. 2. Some cultures are very open with feelings, others are more private. 3. Cultural values shape how we express happiness, sadness, anger, etc. 4. Eye contact and touch have different meanings across cultures. 5. Tone of voice and body language change based on cultural norms. 6. Certain emotions may be more acceptable to show in public. 7. Culture impacts how much emotion is appropriate at work. 8. Nonverbal cues for emotions vary greatly between cultures. 9. Misunderstandings can happen when cultures clash on emotions. 10. Understanding cultural differences helps improve communication. Excellent. Let's move on to your next question. What role does cultural sensitivity play in cross-cultural communication? I'd be happy to explain that in 10 short points.
Yeah, please explain.
Okay, let me explain the role of cultural sensitivity in cross-cultural communication in simple, easy to understand English. Cultural sensitivity helps people understand and respect differences when communicating across cultures.
All right, now let's move on to the next question. My next question is for you. How can non-verbal communication cues differ across cultures?
Okay, I'll keep it simple and conversational. Cultural sensitivity helps people understand and respect differences when talking to people from other cultures. Okay, let me explain in 10 easy points how nonverbal communication can vary across cultures. 1. Eye contact is seen differently. 2. Gestures have different meanings. 3. Personal space norms change. 4. Touching while talking is accepted differently. 5. Head nods and shakes have opposite meanings. 6. Facial expressions can convey different emotions. 7. Posture shows different levels of respect. 8. Voice volume and tone have cultural cues. 9. Punctuality signals respect in some places. 10. Silence has various interpretations globally. How's that? Let me know if you need any clarification on these points.
No, you explained very well. Thank you so much, Annie, for giving me your precious time. Bye.
You're very welcome. I'm happy I could help. Take care.
Bye.